So we just checked into our room at the Talbott Tavern in historic Bardstown. Of course, we've done a story on this place. Super haunted. We stay in a different room every year. This is the room, the Daniel Boone room. I'm sorry. This is just some of the stuff you see. It's a little bed and breakfast. Cute little thing. You can see the old pictures and the old vanities and stuff like that. The old chair, the old wife. And you can see everything's kind of set up from back in the day. And then that's cute, little hair dryer and stuff. Bathroom, just basic, but we stay in a different room every year. This one's cool because this one overlooks the Jailer's Inn, which we've talked about also on the show. That used to be the original jail in Bardstown, and where they did the hangings and stuff. And behind there is the cemetery that we've taken some pictures and stuff of before. So now let's walk out and we'll venture down the hallway. I might get muffled because I'm putting my mask on in some places, but you can see the rooms are all listed like that. And then this one tells you a little bit about Daniel Boone and then pictures. Like I said, you could see down the hallway a bunch of old pictures. It's like this place was built in the 1700s and it's had some fires and stuff, but it's really cool. So we'll go down. Like I said, to show you some pictures. I try not to make everybody sick, but out here in the hallway is some of the cool stuff. You can see some of the original. It's 1779. It was when it was built. And that's when they had the fire, one of the fires here. We'll walk out here. You can see some of the wooden, and some of the fireplaces, and some of the tapestries and stuff that they keep in store. This is listed as one of the oldest bourbon bar. They have little things where you can take pictures and stuff showing their bourbon bar. You can see a lot of antiques here. We walk over here. Here's the Lincoln Suite where we stayed last year. Yeah, they had just a bunch of cool artifacts from the years gone by. That's the General's Quarters where we stayed 2 years. This place is cool. You can see it's got the twin beds in there. This is the Jesse James room. But you can see some stories about the James brothers. This is the coolest room. There's some original artwork in here. And the artwork was done by Louis Philippe himself as he traveled through here. And this was, some of the stuff was damaged in the fire, so they preserved it. But this room is super cool. And the reason it's called this is, of course, Napoleon Bonaparte spent some time through here. Came through at one point in time. You can see some of the room. This is what it looked like back in the 1940s. You can see about the fire down there again. But when you go through here, you can see covered right there, and those holes right there. Those are bullet holes by Jesse James because he was the first person to ever report seeing a ghost here in Talbott, and he was a little bit drunk too, so that could be the case. But he actually shot at the mural because it used to stretch over this way, but there's really not much there that you can see now. But he shot at the mural, and those bullet holes are from Jesse James himself. Like I said, there's some little something showing how Louis Philippe came through here on his travels and actually painted the mural there. So we'll walk downstairs real quick so you can see this is kind of what the upstairs looks like. It's fantastic. They've got a cool room that we usually do live events in here. We've done our very first live event was done in this room. So you can kind of see how cool this is if you ever wanted to have a private event. So we're getting it set up now for a little Halloween party that these they rent out this some friends of ours rent out this area every year, and they have a little party every year. We always have an invite. We'll walk down the steps. These steps actually have a history because a young lady fell down the steps when she was a kid and died on the steps, and she supposedly haunts the place. And when you get downstairs, they actually have the restaurant, which you can see from here. Take a quick peek. You see, it's absolutely beautiful, and the food is fantastic here. And then it continues over here. You see, very, very nice, old, rustic. And then they have a gift shop, which is really good. You can see all kinds of good stuff here. Touch of Kentucky, they have all kinds of different, like bourbon flavored cigars. They have a lot of bourbon stuff, as you can see. There's some Maker's Mark cigars. Like I said, lots of glasses. You can come over here and towels and stuff. Some good Jim Beam barbecue sauce. I've had that one. It's really good. So yeah, this place is really cool. And I'll take you in. There's a little bar in the area up here. So this place is really cool. You can just kind of check it out. And then up there at the very end, they have a nice little setup for a stage up there where they usually have some type of entertainment, but I think COVID's probably got everything a little bit shut down. So right now it's just not any live entertainment at all. But still a cool little place. And what we're going to do, we'll walk up through the outside. I'll show you some of the outside stuff. We'll walk over to the Jailer Inn. Make this a long video. So as you walk in, you've got the sign you probably can't read because of the sun. This is the courthouse and everything, which is really cool. Now, the courthouse used to have a tunnel that ran from here over to the Jailer's Inn, which was the jailhouse at that point in time. So you can see the outside of Talbott, really cool. Hey, Carrie, Jen. Huh? Thank you. Going? It's going good. Just shooting a little video.
This year.
Catch up with you a little bit.
Okay.
All right, so we'll walk around here. As you can see, this is the Jailer's Inn. Probably go on the other side and get a better view without as much sun, maybe. Yeah, this is the Jailer's Inn. There's some stockades right there. It's a bed and breakfast now. So it's been bed and breakfast since, or at least it ran as a jail up until 1987. And these right here are replicas of the stockades that would have been used back in 1797. But you can see this place and Talbott are kind of built exactly the same. But these rooms inside here are phenomenal. So what we'll do is we'll walk to the back, because in the back is where the cemetery is. And the cemetery here, man, it's a really creepy kind of cemetery, and it's got an old one-story schoolhouse, one-room schoolhouse, I should say. But they've got, if you actually go inside the jailhouse, and they've got a room where they've had all of the, a bunch of the executions and stuff are done. They've got a sample of the jail cell, so you can actually go in and see what it was like. I mean, you can see this was the actual jail right here. And some of the people buried out here were soldiers from, the Civil War. And some of them are just regular people. There's a lot of above ground crypts here, which I'm really not sure the reason of that. A lot of them are in disrepair, unfortunately. And I'll be honest with you, it's the first time I've been here in a while, and it looks like they've actually removed a lot of the crypts and stuff that were in disrepair. There was a bunch more above ground You'll see what we're. Yeah, see, like we've got this one. This one from died in 1823. Walk over here. This is really good. This one was from 1820, and they've actually got this one's really decked out. It's been redone, obviously, but super nice. This is the above ground ones I was talking about. You can see how a lot of them are broken up. You really can't read most of what's on there. I can imagine at one point in time there were probably coffins that were right in there and not buried underground. I don't know that for a fact, but it's just kind of an amazing little setup back here. But like I said, there are all kinds of these above ground setups. I just don't understand why with the water level here, usually when you see something like this, it's in places where they sit really low on the sea level, like New Orleans. And so I really don't understand why there would be so many of these above ground crypts here. And you get a lot more over here, and you'll see some of them are separated by walls. I guess they probably separated families by then. But as you can see, there's several here. Then you've got this wall. And when you get over to the inside, you can look inside, and there's several lined up. So obviously this was probably one family that had their own certain area. What we'll do, we'll walk over real quick and I'll just show you the schoolhouse and we'll conclude the video. They're going to be wanting me to hang out and tell some stories and stuff here in a little bit, but this was the time I wanted to get some shots of this while it was still daylight. I'm assuming that there's nothing new here. I'm assuming they're not going to put anything here. It's probably been preserved just the way that it is. But, you know, you can see there's little stretches, but there's a lot of land here where either there's nobody buried or there's no headstones. And I guess that's always the possibility. So let's check out this little schoolhouse. Literally looks like something off of, you know, a Wild West show or something. We've taken some pictures in front of this window that turned out really creepy. Tracy and my sister took some a couple of years ago when we were here. And I don't know, there was some weird things in them, some light anomalies and stuff like that. And then of course this goes out to the main street. Now let's see if I can get down here away from the light where you can actually see. So they moved it from its original location and put it here in this place that they call Pioneer Cemetery. So, all right, guys, there's the old jail back there. You can see it. So I just wanted to give you all a little quick review of where we were so you could see where it's at. So there you go. We'll talk to you later.